More bombs coming in hot. I told y'all I will be back as soon as we get some more bombs, and look, here I am. We're not getting nuclear bombs or any superstars, but these are still some pretty big and important ones. The Pistons stole Jeremy Grant from Denver, which will have big implications on the Denver Nuggets. For the people that did watch the Nuggets play, you know how big he was for them, so that's going to be a big loss. The Kings was able to get De'Aaron Fox to sign a max, which is pretty big for Sacramento. A lot, and I mean a lot of movement these last few days. But today, or hell, this week, I think the Lakers really solidified themselves as one of the winners of free agency. Rob Pelinka, has gotten into his bag. Honestly, we seen him do a good job last year, considering the fact that they were left hanging by Kawhi late last offseason. He still made great signings and ultimately helped the Lakers win a title. But this year, he's doing even better. Coming into this offseason, as a Laker fan myself, I knew the reinforcements were just simply needed to be made. And Laker fans understood that this would mean losing some key players. Arando, a guy who saved the Lakers a numerous amount of times in the playoffs, he's not coming back. And it sucks, but given his age and potential asking price, it was rather wise the Lakers did let him walk. Dwight Howard surprisingly went to the Sixers, which is honestly still weird to me. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like the Lakers just took too long to make an offer, so I guess he signed with Philly. That sucked a little bit. Danny Green had to be sacrificed, Avery Bradley also. All these players had to be sacrificed. Don't get me wrong, last year's team was amazing all around, especially defensively, but the team still needed to make improvements. And Rob Pelinka addressed those improvements big time. They traded for Dennis Schroder, a guy who could have easily won Sixth Man of the Year. As we've seen in OKC, we've seen how deadly of a scorer he can be, and if he's able to shoot well from three like he did last season, I think he could be very dangerous on the court with LeBron. And after losing Danny Green in the Schroder trade, the Lakers then were able to get Wesley Matthews, which was very surprising to me. I know he's not as great as he used to be, but considering that they lost Danny Green in the Schroder trade, I think it's a good pickup, especially with their need to get wing defenders. Much like Danny Green, Matthews had proven over the years that he is a great catch and shoot guy, and hopefully playing with LeBron and AD, he ends up giving that same type of production, or hell, even more what Green gave them last season. So that's a good pickup. Marc Gasol, who they signed last night, big addition. Sure, he's not a top 5 center like he used to be, but nonetheless, the Lakers needed a traditional big. If they do run up against a Joel Embiid or Jokic, the Lakers need to have a traditional big to really handle that. And Marc Gasol is that answer. Then the move that honestly shocked a lot of people, Montrez Harrell. This surprised me for many reasons because I didn't really think of him to be on the Lakers' radar. Matter of fact, I thought he'd really be out of the Lakers' price range, but I guess he really didn't have many suitors, mainly due to him struggling in the playoffs. But Montrez Harrell nonetheless is a great pickup. Harrell was feasting on teams in the pick and roll, Lou Will and Kawhi, so I expect him to do the same with LeBron and Dennis Schroder running things. With Dwight gone, the Lakers need an energy guy, and Montrez is all of that plus more. And the cherry on top to these additions for them is the fact that they kept key players as well. KCP is a guy who Laker fans hated, I repeat, hated for quite some time. Hell, even I threw some jabs at him. But look, last year, I'm not gonna lie, he did his thing. He proven to be one of the more consistent players for them last season, and compared to the market, the Lakers got him on a really great contract. But yeah, not to mention Markieff Morris also re-signed today. Very important to keep him as well. Overall, I look at this offseason and I don't see a team that's doing better business than the Lakers at the moment. Don't get it twisted, a lot of teams, and I repeat, a lot of teams have gotten better. But when you're the defending champs already and you improve this roster the way they did already with LeBron and Anthony Davis, I mean, that's a hard offseason to beat. And yes, I am a Lakers fan, but honestly, if any other team is seeing this, can you tell me honestly that any other team is having a better offseason than the Lakers right now? I don't think so. And now, looking towards this upcoming season, I think it's pretty obvious that, the Lakers are title favorites. Of course, I'm going to be giving a side eye to the Nets because, KD and Kyrie with that roster, they could be lethal. But man, it's going to be hard for me to really see any other team beat them. Obviously, we still have to see this team play. But off first looks, look, Rob Pelinka has built a very dangerous team. But anyways, I just want to get on here and talk about this real quick. But your boy got Zoom University in an hour, so I'm going to wrap it up early. But be on the lookout for more videos this week. And if you're new around these parts, don't forget to like and sub to Tings. But until next time, it is your boy 22 Khalil. And as they always say in Japan, Jamatane. Peace.